Good morning. Welcome to CNN News 18's live coverage of the Oscars. They're taking place as we speak. This is Hollywood, but also the world's film creators' biggest night, and we are so excited to bring you all of the coverage. My name is Toya Singh.
And I'm Griha.
So, Griha, what are we looking forward to within the next few minutes?
Well, you tell me, Toya. It has already begun, and from what we understand, Conan O'Brien is at it. He has, in fact, given that introductory speech of his, beg your pardon, and I think he has, in fact, taken a jibe at each and every controversy associated with the Oscars.
Right, starting off with the Emilia Perez controversy, opening off with it in his intro. So, we've already watched the red carpet, and in the next few minutes, we'll cover what we thought were some of our favorite looks. But we'll also be diving straight into the ceremonies. You can expect some top awards right in the first few minutes of the awards ceremony. We're really excited to see whether it will be the young guns who win the best Oscar for actor and actress, whether it will in fact be older, more experienced actors. That's one of the big questions tonight. Let's take a look in just a little minute. Let's take you first though to Hollywood. Welcome to the Breakfast Club's special Oscar 2025 coverage, and this is going to last you over the next 3 hours. We're going to be bringing you every winner, every shocker. We're going to be having a panel of reporters joining us live this morning, telling us not just from inside India. We have someone joining us live from LA to also bring us everything that's taking place on the red carpet. She's in the media room, so she'll be speaking to everyone that is there. Okay, so let's go over to our reporters who are with us right now. We're joined live by Titas and Vishal Chatkara. They're both joining us live to tell us everything that's in store for the night tonight. Vishal, if we could first come over to you and just ask you, walk us through the competition, the questions around the best film, just so we know what we're looking forward to when it comes to the big category. There was a time when it felt like Emilia Perez was a shoo-in. 13 nominations, making it the hottest contender, but then a controversy over the last few weeks, making it not everyone's favorite one. Now, where do we stand, Vishal? Bring us that rundown.
Well, first, I just want to say that looking at the Best Picture category, it almost looked like you're watching a World Cup match where there's a Spanish film vying for the top honor along with the Brazilian film I'm Still Here, and then there's a musical called Wicked. But if you're going with the prediction, I think the Brutalist is a favorite that's gonna bag the Best Picture. There's Anora also, who actually picked up towards the last phase of the voting. But it looks like the Brutalist, and going by the prediction, but the first winner, of course, of the evening is Karen Culkin, who actually won the Best Supporting Oscar, and he is the one who was actually predicted by everybody. So I think I'm really looking forward to some big surprises. This is a very different Oscar from the last few years. It's a new Academy. This is clearly Academy push, really diversity push that started in 2016 is showing its result. If you look at, like you said, the Best Picture race, there are 10 films, all very different. There's Dune Part 2, there is Emilia Perez, which bagged 13 nominations. But what followed that controversy with Sofia Carson-Carlin, I don't think it looks like Emilia Perez is going to win the Best Supporting Actress and Best Song. And I'm really hoping, although I was about to talk about it later in the bulletin, but the big standing ovation movement of this evening, and that I think will come if Diane Warren wins for the best score or for the best song. So a lot to look forward to, and as you mentioned, the evening host has set the mood right. The way he started his opening monologue, taking pot shot at Emilia Perez, and he did what he do best, is he has this connection with the Hollywood royalty, Hollywood A-listers, and we saw that the bond he shares with Adam Sandler and the way he joked with him when he was sitting in a jacket, and that's Conan O'Brien, and he's 61 years old. He's funny. He's very apolitical. He don't crack jokes about politics, and he only talk about movies. And he's been a host for the last 30 years, so a lot to expect. And he also warn everybody about going over. He said, I'm going to take a lot of time in his opening monologue. So a lot to look forward to, a lot of big nominations. I'm looking forward to really Adrien Brody winning the Best Actor for his role in The Brutalist.
Oh, you're sure of that? All right, we'll discuss that in a bit. Yeah.
Titas, we will come to you in just a bit, and Vishal was just talking about Conan O'Brien. Of course, he's also claimed that that's the most expensive and the most fine tux that he's worn. As far as that Oscars is concerned, the Oscar suit that he's wearing, he plans to take that home. So that's Conan O'Brien for all of us. But before we come to Titas, let's actually play out this, in fact, report that Shrishti, our colleague, has filed straight from LA for us from the Dolby Theatre. She's talking about what to look ahead as far as the Academy Awards this year are concerned. Let's take a look at that report first.
Hello. The excitement here is absolutely unreal. I have never seen this much security in my life. Hollywood Boulevard is completely shut down. No public access. Multiple LAPD vans have been stationed all around, and not just that. Helicopters are circling overhead to oversee security. The entire area is on high alert right now. Inside, the energy is electric. The fan beaches along the red carpet are packed, and the stars have already started arriving. Well, you can just feel the anticipation in the air. And it is also a big day for Los Angeles. Tonight is not just about celebrating Hollywood's best, but also about recognizing the resilience of the city after the devastating wildfires in January. Speaking of unusual, the weather is definitely not what you expect in LA. It is much colder than usual, but that is not stopping anyone's spirits are absolutely high, and we are all set for the biggest night in Hollywood.
So Titas, taking back to the discussion from where it all started, talking about how this year's awards are really different. There are certain precursor awards that are given out by critics right before the main award ceremony. Most of those awards were going to Anora. What do you have to say about that?
Absolutely. I think Anora and The Brutalist sort of, I think they are leading across categories. Anora is, of course, is like a breath of fresh air, amid all the films that, we have. It could be called a rom-com of sorts. I'm looking forward to, what's in store for Anora and The Brutalist. And I think Conan has really set the ball rolling. I think, he's made us all laugh. I think the jibes that he took at, Sophia or Adam Sandler, his banter with him. And of course, the way Cynthia really started, the show with that fabulous, mesmerizing performance. And let's see what's in store. We saw so many, Hollywood A-listers already in the audience. There was Timothée Chalamet sitting with his girlfriend Kylie Jenner. I'm sure something really fun is in store for all of us. I cannot wait to see. The first category, by the way, has already been announced. Right. It's gone to Culkin, for A Real Pain, and his speech was really heartwarming. He dedicated the award to his wife. So let's see what's in store.
Him and his wife have been everywhere in social media in the last few days. If you're someone who watched The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, you'd remember who his wife is, Brenda Song. But I just want to very quickly tell our audiences that we've walked over the fashion. We haven't talked about the fashion we've seen over the last few hours. And Titas, Vishal, we'll just take a second to talk about that fashion. So you talked about Timothée Chalamet right now, showing up in a beautiful baby yellow suit, custom made for him, and just really, I think the men's fashion is always so exciting. It's something that's become more exciting in the last few years. There was also, as you said, Cynthia, who just gave the opening number. She turned up in a deep green Louis Vuitton gown. That was really exciting. But usually, Titas, tell us there's stories woven into the fashion. When celebrities choose the designer they wear for a big night, there's a story that comes behind it. They've typically worked with that designer over weeks, over months to choose that look. We just also saw Demi Moore wearing Armani Privé. She was my favorite look. She was probably everyone's favorite look. Looking gorgeous.
What do you have to say about Zoe Saldana?
In
I just
silver.
saw that.